one of our empowerments in this country is that we have choice. If I have this choice, this is what I will wear because I have that freedom.
I would say the majority of Americans have no idea what the veil is about, why they're wearing a veil. So they're either going to think that the men are putting the women down, or that they think that the women are up to something.
Women in Islam have their own idea of being a woman.
The veil seems like a sign of oppression.
It's like a mask. One day of the year, that's okay.
The veil represents a lot of really complex things.
Like a shield almost?
It's extremely, extremely conservative to the point of being almost ridiculous.
So I think it's beautiful.
It's oblivious to me. I really don't differentiate a girl with a veil or a girl without a veil.
It doesn't repress me and it doesn't offend me.
It bothers me because we don't have to wear them here in America.
Defying that confuses a lot of people.
The woman in the veil, the woman that you can only see her eyes.
There's a reason why she's wearing the veil. If she's wearing it because she wants to, go for it. If she's wearing it because she feels she has to, take the damn thing off.
Erotically stimulating.
Weird and absurd.
Otherworldly.
Submission?
Strange.
I don't know.
Does my hijab look good? Because it is as important as hair, you know. I'm just kidding.
I decided to put on the full veil to see what it felt like to wear it and walk in the streets with it on. I wanted to see what it felt like physically on my body. I even put the see-through layer over my eyes so they couldn't see my eyes. There was a sense of fear, but also a sense of excitement because, wow, what a thing to see this world as if I'm not there. I walked out into the streets and took a taxi ride, went into the subway, and just walked around just to see what it would be like. If I looked into a child's face, the child didn't respond. I'd look at the child and smile, and the child wouldn't see my smile. But still it was scary because I knew if one thing went wrong or if something fell off, then maybe my cover would be blown and people would be insulted. Maybe there would be problems. Maybe people would start yelling. I didn't really know what would happen. It's really a difficult thing to navigate, converting to Islam as a white woman in Egypt, but you know, I thought about it and I pushed myself a step further and I said, well, you know what? If I can have this experience through Islam, why can't I have it through any other religion that I'm going to try? And so I started to think in that way, and I realized in the end that all religions are, they serve the same purpose.
I do believe that it's asked of me to cover my hair. And I am saying no. And that's the battle I am within, is that I'm being told something and I am not following it. So over time, what I can do is try to change little bits and pieces where I am confident and doing things that I believe are right in order to wear the veil. I'm a loud person, I don't think before I speak, so I would hate to be in a conversation and say something that would offend somebody and I'm wearing the veil. A lot of girls do not believe it is mandatory. They believe that it's your choice. You can do it if you want, you can do it if you don't want, and they choose not to. This is a very, very big topic within us. So I do believe that we should cover our hair.
I don't choose to veil because I don't think that I need to cover my hair to be a good Muslim by my understanding of what a Muslim is and what I see myself as.
I got my job at K-Rock because I wore the hijab, you know? Like, I emailed them and I was like, okay, I'm covered from head to toe, I wear the veil, I'm Muslim, but I really love rock music, and I'm a radio production major. Please, can you give me an internship? And they were like, what in the world are you talking about?
I do think it's a very bold statement to wear a veil in the United States.
After a very tragic event, my uncle was a taxi driver and he was shot in cold blood. That really triggered me into not wanting to live with regrets. I put it on the day of the funeral and I left it on ever since.
We're just the same, we're just wearing different clothes. Our thoughts are mostly the same, our feelings are mostly the same, we say it in different words. To me, the veil represents a lot of really complex things. For me, it also has to do with certain things in my life that I think about when I wear the scarf, that it makes me remember. So my time in Cairo, the people I met there, the things that I learned, speaking Arabic, any of those things are part of what wearing the veil connotes for me. The way that I think about it is when you're in love, or when you're trying to explore something with your whole heart and your mind and your body together. I became a Muslim because Islam embodied many of the things that I already believed in, and because it seemed like a perfect fit to me.
She picks and chooses the parts she likes of various religions. I think that she's a little bit conflicted.
I think people are very confused when they see me and they try and figure out who I am and what I'm about and what I believe.
When I tell people that I'm a Muslim, I know that I'm not the same kind of Muslim as they think of or they might imagine.
I knew that I could wear the hijab. It is another way of non-conforming. We're trying to reclaim our identity. Maybe because we feel as though that religious identity is being threatened.
I'm a hybrid mix of all the interests I've had and all the cultural minglings in my life, and I will continue to evolve.
Like, if I took off my veil, it's like you took off my arm or something.
I do believe that wearing the veil in America is a handicap, but it's not a handicap that cannot be fought.